Welcome, everybody, to the inaugural episode 1 tattoo review, the good, the crazy, the ugly. And I have with me Mr. Nate Riggs. How you doing, brother?
Hello. How's it going, man? Thanks for having me on this morning.
Absolutely. Well, we'll hop right into it. I got some good ones for you. We will start with the good.
That's always a good place to start.
Well,
oh, God, I hope that's not the good.
Well, bam, the good.
Okay. Those are pretty sweet.
Yeah, these things are pretty darn awesome. So this cobra, man, this thing, unbelievable. Yeah. I love the color concept, the size. It's dramatic. It's got good movement. The red, dude, he went white for the belly.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Like,
how many sessions do you think that was? That's like got to be hours and hours.
Dude.
With all that red and how deep that color is.
25 hours. I'd love to talk to this guy and find out. Which, by the way, everybody on all these, we're tagging people. So if you see something you dig or you see something that freaks you out, you know where it came from. We're giving props to everybody.
I dig that the guy's Instagram thing, or gal, I don't know who it is bright and bold, which is very reflective of that work. Like that's a big, bright, bold tattoo.
Yeah, man. I mean, what? Probably 25, could be 25, 30 hours. That thing's just sick.
Strategically avoided the nipple because that hurts like a son of a bitch.
Yeah, he killed it, man.
Yeah.
All around the belly button.
Yeah.
That's nuts. Then we got this dude. I believe his actual name is Ivan. I've been following this guy for a while. His blackwork's just so cool.
Yeah, that's a killer sleeve. Is that a Sphinx, I think? Or some variation on it?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's cool.
What I love about this guy's stuff is, like, you're seeing a lot of tattoos in this, blackwork style. Mm-hmm. But I like the fact that his subject matter usually doesn't have shading in it or has minimal shading, and the bulk of the shading is in the background.
Yeah, that you can see the layers. Like, is that now? How does he do that? Is that just different line weights or different like stippling techniques or what?
Yeah, he does a lot of that stippling. And he uses a ton of line weights. I've watched him tattoo. I don't know. I've seen him use single needles a lot, yeah. And then he'll even work with, like, some of the lines are done in gray wash. He pulls out like a lot of different techniques with just black. I just think it looks cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a super cool tattoo, and it's even like it's a small image on the screen, and I'm kind of at a distance, but everything pops. Like, it doesn't look muddy at all. Everything's nice and crisp, and you can see the foreground and the background. And that's the killer thing about Instagram. You follow these tattooers, and then you realize, oh shit, this guy's in Barcelona, Spain. So if I ever want to go get a tattoo from this guy, like, that's a commitment. There's a guy I follow who's from Italy, Luminasi, I think his name is, and he does that technique where they lay down black and then they do the light stuff on top of it.
Yeah.
But it's like, oh, I'd love to get a piece like that, and I can't afford to go to Italy.
Right. Well, this guy, one of the things, he's booked out, Ivan. I think he's booking like the back half of 2025.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Well, and for something like that, you'd have to, like, if that's one session, like, that's cool. But I have a feeling that would not be one session. So, like, you'd have to be there for a little while.
Yeah. And I guess for the people who are traveling, it's you book 3 days and it's 3 8-hour sessions, and you go home with a swollen fucking arm and a dope tattoo.
Yeah. Yeah. Worth the commitment.
Next up from the good, we've got the crazy. Again, I think I picked 2 good ones, especially for episode 1. Wabam.
That is off the I did not, when we looked at this before the show, I didn't realize what the wizard was actually doing.
Dude, I'm stoked that they came up with the word Jizzard.
Right? Right.
This thing is and if you can see, like, the detail, like, it's the circle of life is the jizz. I
mean, like, I get, okay, upper thigh for a guy, probably not going to see the light of day all that much, but really, you want to get that tattooed on your body? Like, dude, okay.
It's incredible. Oh, yeah. You definitely think, like, going to Cedar Point or a pool park or something like that.
Yeah, that looks like that should be like one of those stick-on tattoos that you find at like a Spencer's or something.
Yeah. The fact that it's done so well.
Right.
is mind-boggling. I mean, it's simple, the color combo, the purples and greens.
Shading's nice, yeah.
Yeah, just nailed it. Killed up some of the dead space with the blue stars and whatnot, sparklies, wizardy backgroundy stuff, casting spells and jizzing.
That guy's got a different type of magic.
Yeah, unbelievable. And I thought this Joker getting the blowjob.
Right?
Kind of like, I'm guessing, a slight ripoff from Spider-Man where he comes down upside down and gives her a kiss, but this is...
Yeah. The thing that's killing me are the eyes on the cat that's sitting on the pole. He's just looking at you like, what the fuck is going on?
I know.
It's such a great little touch. And the light, the way he did I'm assuming that's a bunch of dots, like yellow and different yellows and golds and stuff. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I'm not quite... It might just be her pores are opened up and there's some of the blood. That's a huge field of yellow, but it looks like it's packed in solid. Yeah, I love the style. It's super simple. Almost a little bit of a traditional flair by just keeping it simple, but no, nailed it. Absolutely hilarious.
So for all the first time tattoo collectors out there, if you want to get something that's lewd and crude, this is the spot to get it, is on the upper thigh hidden by the pants. That way you can cover it up easily if you need to. I don't know if either of those would fly, at work.
Yeah, the world has definitely gotten more tattoo accepting, but if you roll in shorts and this is on your calf and you just stroll into the cubicle, you may get sent home, or at least sent to Walmart to buy a pair of khakis.
Right.
Next up, the uglies. Two good ones.
This is going to be good. Oh.
And again, compliments of Snake Pit. Their Instagram is amazing.
Yeah, well, I don't even know, like, what inspires you to get that. I mean, I get the gist, but no, not in execution.
Yeah, no, the chick's hand. I mean, the one on the left, the one that she obviously brought into the tattooer, done really well. Would be interested to see how just the plain pink butterflies, especially the ones on the knuckles, ended up healing on the good one. We obviously know what happened on the right one.
So is that supposed to be like, that's basically like, is it her bones showing through her skin, or is it supposed to be that, like, what is it, biomech, where it opens up the skin and you can see, like, but that's usually like mechanical gears and stuff, right?
Yeah. Like, it's kind of a trend where people want the bones of a hand tattooed on top of their hand. Again, to each his own. The one on the left done well. The one on the right is definitely probably a case of went into a tattoo shop with the picture of what they wanted. They quoted her $500-600. She knew a dude in a kitchen, and that's what you got.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, the one of the bones, the knuckle joint on the tattoo isn't on her knuckle. The bone goes over her. Like, this is basic. Like, you didn't even have the joint on the joint.
No, it's like up above where and there's one joint below the joint, and then there's another joint that's like way above the joint, if I'm looking at it right.
Yeah,
that's all. That's the butterfly's not bad, actually. Like the pink and the black and the little shadow under the butterfly, that looks decent. I don't know what the other ones around it are.
MRSA?
Yeah, maybe. It looks like,
yeah, because even on that big one, it looks like there's infection going on around it, and it's all falling out. Yeah. And then this tail.
That tail is something else. Well, and that's the thing too. Like, okay, from a strategic thing, like, you want to get a tattoo like that, but like, if you're going to wear a skirt or something as a woman, chances are that bottom of that tail is going to be sticking out. So that's going to leave people for curious questions. Like, hey, what's going on back there?
You dude. Yeah. Subject matter, again, get what you want to get, but holy moly, that was a bold choice, and that thing is just absolutely terrible. And that's fresh. I'd love to see how spotty that red is. Yeah,
that doesn't look like it was. I don't know. That's not somebody that thought through what they were doing.
And I'm just thinking, like, you're at a bar, you pick up a chick, you go home, things start happening. And that's underneath the pants.
That's a deal breaker, man. Like, that's a deal breaker,
bro.
What the hell,
man? I'm out.
Or at least you'd be so distracted that, that's the end of the night.
I would say it's one of two things. You're either fucking stoked when you see that on her, or you're bummed out.
Or you're really bummed out. Yeah. Or you go, when was the last time you were in Vegas and what did you do?
Yeah. Yeah, that is. Whew. So we got probably 2 kitchen wizardry tattoos going on here.
Right. Right. No, these are good ones. This is an interesting collection. Is there a theme for next week? Are we looking at anything else?
I'm just going to scour the internet and get us the best I can for our 3 categories.
Nice. That'll be fun. Now these are good ones, and now everybody knows what to look for and what not to get.
Yes.
I do think there is something like, I learned this early on, like, you get excited, you get that first tattoo, the second tattoo, and suddenly it becomes addicting and you're like, I want to get more of these. But then, you have limited real estate. It's going to be there forever. So choose wisely, right? Like, even though you get excited, temper the excitement a little bit, make sure that you're actually going to get something you can live with for the rest of your life. Because at worst, it's a cover up. At best, you just look awful. So.
Yeah, I mean, the one on the left here, these hands, like that's prime real estate, man. That is your hands, and you went to somebody in a kitchen. You might have to go to the doctor for antibiotics, and you got absolute garbage on your hand. Yeah, save up to get it done right. Look at somebody's portfolio, choose wisely.
Yeah,
and
if it's something that could offend somebody, make sure that it's easy to hide.
Exactly. Let's do a quick review before we close it down.
Easy to hide.
Easy to hide. And
it's too bad too, because they're really good tattoos. They're just not super appropriate for general public.
They're fucking amazing.
Yeah,
I love it.
Great tattoos.
And then these 2 ballers killed it.
Yeah, those guys. That's that, especially that sleeve. That is just something else.
Yeah, very dramatic and simple.
Cool.
All right, brother. I appreciate it.
Yeah, have a good week, man.
You do the same.
Cheers.
Cheers.